Hey everybody, Brian the Wild Armenian, Rad carport builder, mechanic, real estate investor, whatever you want to call me. Don't call me late for lunch. And it is 9:54, and like I said, we got this hurricane on its way, and trying to help my daughter out here. Two strikes. I got her generator running and cleaned out the carburetor and then changed the fuel, and she come over to pick it up last night, and the recoil came apart. I tried to fix it, but she took it over to where we work at. They got a mechanic there, so he fixed it. So hopefully, knock on wood, that he got it. He had the parts, I guess. I don't know. I don't know. Some kind of mechanic I am, right? Anyway, her battery's messing up on her car, so I'm going to head over to, I got Advance Auto I'm heading to. Everybody's closing. Walmart's closing at noon. All art stores is closing noon. Last night, Publix closed at 6 o'clock. That's the grocery store here. So a little update. I told y'all I'd update you on this hurricane. I'm back out on the road. I guess I didn't really plan on going out, but hey, got to help my kid. That's one thing that's neat about being retired. If I was at work, I wouldn't be able to do these kinds of things, you know. I got up, boy, I woke up at 2:30 this morning, couldn't get back to sleep, and so I watched news and the updates on the hurricane, just sat there, watched that, finally cooked breakfast, and I stayed up for about 3 hours. Went to the bathroom, I went back to bed, and then I woke up, and then all chaos rode up. She come by and got that generator, and she said they got a mechanic there, so I said, cool, we got it loaded up in her car, and then the battery's giving out, of course, you know. And she's got to go to work tomorrow, and she works at a corrections facility, and she's got to be there through the hurricane, so I'm a little worried about her. So I gotta make sure she's going to be all right. I mean, she's at work now, so I want to help her out. So at least I can help her out. At least I failed with her generator, right? I can at least do something, right? Wow. Well, those way things are. All the dumb luck, right? Yeah, it just is. It is what it is, I guess. Like, you know, I hate that word. It is what it is. But we're cruising right now, and it's going to be a rainmaker here. As far as the track's concerned, the last I seen, I really didn't have much time this morning. So far, I've been up to look at the TV, but this morning I was watching it. It's looking still like around 10 miles south of the Tampa Bay, you know. And that all may change too, you know. That all may change, so we just have to wait and see. So all we can do is hope and pray. My end of it's okay. I mean, as far as we're ready to go. I mean, evacuations on I-75. We're going to go up under I-75 here shortly. That's one of the exits out of Florida. People are been evacuating from down south, Tampa area, and other points below Orlando. So yesterday it was like a parking lot, and then I've also heard stories about people running out of gas, you know, in traffic, you know, trying to evacuate. I've been hearing a lot of that. And about last night, 15% of the stations were out of fuel, and which I don't, you know, I wouldn't doubt, because yesterday when I made a video, I was going around getting fuel for my two-cycle, for my chainsaw mixture, and I had to end up, like I said, yesterday getting high tests because they were all out of regular. So you take what you can get. My sinuses are really acting up. But yeah, hopefully here in Marion County, we're going to have a sustained gust around the 55 to 80 miles an hour. Now that's not complete gusts constantly. That's like it comes in wind bursts. If I can, how can I say that? You know, it can be calm, and then all of a sudden the wind will pick up, just like Hermine, that hurricane. We had some winds. Boy, I tell you what, it was making the windows whistle. So, it comes in bursts. And when they say 55 miles to 80 miles an hour, that is not constant for 3 hours. That's off and on, intermittently. Best way I can describe it's intermittently. Of course, you always want to be away from trees. These oak trees around here in our county, and a lot of other counties that have oak trees, they're the ones I really worry about. You know, stay away from them. Get out from underneath them. Because oak trees have a tendency, with the rain we've been having, this is what I'm concerned about. With the rain we've been having, and I mean we've been having rain since this Saturday, I guess, really, and so the water. What happens is these trees they get saturated, especially the oak trees, and then they start snapping. The limbs just start snapping. These big old heavy limbs. Some of them will weigh as much as a car. I mean, they're humongous, and they get saturated with water, and they'll just snap. And that's what happens. They just snap in place. Of course, if we get some strong winds, they get knocked over like dominoes. I mean, no time. They just the worst thing. Best tree I like, I came to respect over the years, is the pine trees. I mean, a lot of people say, well, palm trees are tough. Yeah, they're tough, but pine trees are, I have lots of respect for a pine tree. Those boogers are tough. And, but yeah, the roads are wet and people are, I guess, running around. A lot of places are closed. And of course, the schools have been closed. My wife made a smoothie. That was good. It's kind of like a in-between brunch. It's good for us. It's got vitamins in it and all that, fiber. And so I'm heading over to Advance Auto, and they sell the diehards. I don't know. We put one in my wife's Nissan, so I'm just going to get her. I got a core battery. I have a bunch of old cores laying around, so I'm bringing that over. You know, the batteries are expensive nowadays. I mean, they used to be $100, $80. Now they're $200, over $200. So they gotten pricey, especially all this inflation and everything. But no matter whatever it is what it is. Again, I hate that word. I hate using that word. It is what it is. Sound like an Elmer Fudd. Excuse me. But, yeah, you know, gotta stay cool about this kind of stuff. And I don't know. I don't really think we're going to evacuate. We're going to hunker in. If things change, you know, if it came, the ice started coming towards us, then yeah, I'd get on the road and drive as far as we can. But then sometimes that's dangerous to do that too when you're evacuating. So some cases, you know, the mayor and I know it's been all over the internet and the news, but in Tampa, she said, if you don't evacuate, you're going to die. I mean, the lady was point blank. I mean, some of the news reporters are going, oh, it's kind of harsh, but you know, the lady's right. Some of those areas, trust me, you need to put your Social Security, get a Sharpie, and write your Social Security number on your arm, because chances are you're not going to make it. I mean, it's crazy, the storm surges and everything. It's 16 feet and all that. And so I'm coming up to an intersection here. It looks like I'm getting a little bit of water here. It's no big deal, but give it another 8 hours, and I'm sure this little area will be underwater for sure. But as you can see, this is what the roads look like here. This is what it looks like. I'm sorry about this, but as you can see what I'm seeing. This is the sky, and this drizzly old, rainy old day. We're going to get up here. I'm coming up on State Road 200 on Ocala here, and we'll be able to look at I-75. I'm kind of curious. I didn't see any news reports really about I-75 this morning. Of course, that was, like I said, 2:30, 3. I was watching the television, and so there you go. You got all the tree surgeons out. They're ready. They're staged in place. You got a little utility guys. They're staged in place. I'll tell you what. Here, us guys in Florida, boys and girls, we don't mess around. We're ready. You know, we got this like kind of stuff that happens. Well, there you go. There's State Road 200. It's moving pretty good now. I don't know if you can see that. We're going to come up on it, and it's moving pretty good. I mean, they're trucking right along. So there you go. That's good to see that. So that's really good. I mean, it's kind of thick, but it's not that bad. Not really bad at all. Not bad at all. But you know, you don't know if you got another wave of people gonna. You don't know if you're gonna have another wave of people evacuating. You know, you got people like me. You know, if the storm comes at us, you know, it changes. Then yeah, we'll be on that highway. I might take 41 up to the Panhandle, the Tallahassee, go that way, go out to Alabama, because I don't think if I was to leave right now, have to leave, I don't really want to go to Georgia, because everybody and their brother from Florida's in Georgia, and I don't see getting a place there. And I think I'd have a better shot at Alabama, even as far as Mississippi, if I had to get a place for lodging. And even get a chance of getting fuel too. That's another thing. I got fuel. I take the fuel with me, but that's not good. There's a lot of places. We got shelters. They closed down the schools. You know, no school, and they turned them all. A lot of reasons they shut the schools down for, of course, the safety of the children and the teachers, but they also turned the schools into shelter. We do have a few shelters here, especially pet-friendly shelters, but the problem I have there, you can't take your gun. Now, I'm not going to leave my gun in a house by itself, you know, just that thought of somebody, you know, taking my gun, looting, you know, so that I can't go. I'm stuck. I told the wife I could drop her off at the shelter, and her and the dogs, you know, but I'm not going to stay at a shelter because of that, you know. So there's that. I mean, that's why I'm not doing it. Just my reason why I'm not doing it. I'm not telling anybody else that they can do, but I'm not going to do that. But here you go. This is coming up on I-75. We're going underneath it. And as you can see, it's pretty good. I mean, it's thinned out. I guess everybody did what they had to do yesterday. And look at State Road 200. This is usually, it's 10 o'clock here, a.m. And usually this road is packed. So it's kind of thinning out. And I'm sure in about a few more hours, it's going to be dead. I mean, hardly anybody on this road. Of course, everybody's closing up early. I got to get to this Advance Auto and get that battery. And got a little bit of slick in the road too. My wheels are doing a little spin out there. I don't know if you saw that. This old Impala I got has got 300 horsepower under the hood, so it's an LTZ. They're one of the high performance Chevys. It's a sleeper, but I don't hot rod it. It's got a lot of miles on it. Anyway, that's it. That's all I know right now. This is my update. I'm going to upload this video hopefully, and I noticed their cell towers are getting weird. I talked to a couple of friends of mine, and the phone was gurgling, you know, almost like you're underwater. So it's affecting our cell signals right now. And this storm hasn't even hit Florida yet, so it's going to be a mess. I'm going to admit that it's going to be a mess. I'm going to head over the church here too at noon after I get the battery, and see somebody in Mobile, and his buddy's going to be there. And then my daughter gets off at work. She said around 2, so me or her boyfriend will put the battery in, whatever. But so we got a day cut out. Another day in paradise. hey, if you like what you hear and you subscribe to my channel, keep this poor channel going. Help me out. Lord, help me. And please like and subscribe, share, and give me a thumbs up. And say a prayer, please. And I appreciate the comments and the prayers, all the comments that y'all. So if something's happening, I cannot send you folks emails. I don't know if it's YouTube or it's my phone, my end of it. I've been trying to figure it out. So it's not like I'm ignoring you. I just can't send you any tech or emails back. I don't know what's going on there, and it might be like I said, the what's going on. I don't know. It might be me too. Chances are it could be me. I just don't know when this electronic stuff. But yeah, please, like I said, like and subscribe. Hang in there with me. I need your prayers. Hey, there's a lot of things important today. My Lord Jesus Christ. Amen. My wife, I better say that. My children, I love them. My family, my friends, my country, my governor, Ron DeSantis. You go, buddy. And you folks, you guys are really important to me. And looks like I'm pulling in the old Advance Auto right now and go get my daughter a battery. So I'm good for something. Hey, God bless y'all. Bye.